Hashtag Heavenly Breeze, a Chin Family Saga. Chapter 1, The Scent of Success, and Other Things. The Chin Mansion, perched atop a hill overlooking the sprawling metropolis, was a testament to the family's success in the world of high-end fragrances. The sun glinted off the imported Italian marble, the meticulously manicured gardens overflowed with exotic blooms, and the air, well, the air was often thick with a unique blend of floral elegance and something a bit more earthy. This was the domain of the Chin women, a dynasty of perfumers as renowned for their exquisite noses as they were for their rather, shall we say, expressive digestive systems. At the helm was Grandma Mei Ling, the family matriarch, a woman who ruled their perfume empire, and her family, with an iron fist, which, coincidentally, was often clenched during particularly potent emissions. Her daughter, Lily, was the CEO of Chen Enterprises, a whirlwind of business acumen who also happened to be a champion of accidental air biscuits. And then there were the twins, Mei and Lin, the youngest generation of Chens, who treated every hallway in the mansion like their own personal whoopee cushion testing ground. Life in the Chen household was a chaotic symphony of board meetings, fragrance blending sessions, and, of course, the ever-present soundtrack of toots. These women were masters of multitasking, capable of negotiating multi-million-dollar deals while simultaneously unleashing a cloud of eau de toilette that could clear a room faster than a fire alarm at a chili cook-off. Their signature fragrance, Heavenly Breeze, was a global phenomenon, a testament to their uncanny ability to capture the essence of both ethereal beauty and, well, let's just say grounded reality. The secret to their success? A unique, and somewhat mortifying, in-house quality control method, testing the perfumes via their own potent farts. Chapter 2, A Launch Day Like No Other. The morning of the highly anticipated launch of their newest fragrance, Euphoria, dawned bright and promising, but inside the Chen mansion, chaos reigned. The air was thick with anticipation, but unfortunately, it was also thick with something else, a particularly ripe batch of Grandma Mei Ling's Heavenly Breeze, the result of a severe case of pre-presentation jitters. Lily, armed with a press release in one hand and a scented handkerchief in the other, mostly to protect her own nose, was on the verge of a nervous breakdown. "Mother!" she shrieked, her voice barely audible over the lingering aroma of jasmine and, well, you get the picture. "You're going to asphyxiate the entire board of directors." Grandma Mei Ling, however, remained unfazed. With a mischievous chuckle, she patted her ample stomach and said, "Nonsense, darling. A little heavenly breeze never hurt anyone. Consider it a pre-launch olfactory appetizer." As if on cue, the twins, Mei and Lin, skipped into the room, giggling uncontrollably. They had been practicing their synchronized farting routine in the hallway, don't ask, and had inadvertently unleashed a cloud of euphoria that drifted into the conference room, leaving a trail of floral carnage in its wake. Lily, at her wit's end, threw her hands up in the air. "This is a disaster. We're going to be the laughingstock of the perfume industry." But then, as the scent of euphoria settled around them, an idea struck her. A brilliant, audacious, and utterly insane idea. "Why don't we embrace it?" she asked, a mischievous glint in her eye. "We could make a video, a behind-the-scenes look at our, shall we say, unique testing process. Think about it, the Chen family, unfiltered, unashamed, and unafraid to let their fragrances fly." The rest of the Chens stared at her, mouths agape. Grandma Mei Ling was the first to break the silence. "Lily, my dear," she said, wiping a tear from her eye, "you're a genius. We'll call it the Chen Family Fartastic Fragrance Fest. It'll be a viral sensation." Chapter 3, Going Viral. And a viral sensation it was. The video, featuring the Chin women in all their flatulent glory, took the internet by storm. People couldn't get enough of their unapologetic approach to perfume testing, their chaotic family dynamic, and of course, their remarkable ability to turn a potentially embarrassing situation into marketing gold. Euphoria flew off the shelves, becoming their most successful fragrance yet. The Chin Family Fartastic Fragrance Fest was a masterpiece of accidental marketing genius. It featured the family, clad in matching silk pajamas, engaging in all sorts of flatulence-related shenanigans. The twins performed their synchronized fart routine, creating a cloud of euphoria that filled the room, while Lily, initially hesitant, loosened up and joined in on the fun, demonstrating how they used their natural gas to test the longevity and sillage of their perfumes. But the true star of the show was Grandma Mei Ling, the undisputed queen of farts. She delivered a hilarious monologue about the history of flatulence in the Chin family, a legacy that apparently dated back generations. The video exploded online. Millions of people watched it, sharing it with their friends and family. News outlets picked up the story, praising the Chens for their humor, their authenticity, and their willingness to embrace their quirks. Orders for Euphoria skyrocketed, making it the Chen family's most successful fragrance launch ever. The Chens had stumbled upon a brilliant marketing strategy. They were authentic, relatable, and undeniably entertaining. By turning their so-called flaw into a feature, they had created a unique brand identity that resonated with consumers who were tired of the pretentiousness of the perfume industry. Chapter 4: The Baron Strikes Back. Emboldened by their success, the Chens decided to lean into their unique brand. They launched a line of fart-activated air fresheners, created a scratch and sniff ad campaign that released a puff of heavenly breeze with every scratch, and even held a fart-off competition at their annual Perfume Expo, judged by renowned noses from around the world, and equipped with industrial-strength gas masks. Their antics, of course, attracted their fair share of critics. A rival perfume house, led by the snooty and humorless Baron von Stinkhausen, launched a smear campaign, accusing the Chens of being crass, vulgar, and a menace to the olfactory sensibilities of decent society. But the public loved the Chens, flaws and all, and the Baron's efforts backfired spectacularly. The Baron, however, was not a man to be easily defeated. He seethed with envy at the Chens' success, convinced that their popularity was a fleeting fad. Determined to expose them for the frauds he believed them to be, he devised a nefarious plan to sabotage the Chens and claim their glory for himself. His opportunity came with the announcement of the nominees for the prestigious Perfume Oscars, the industry's most coveted awards ceremony. The Chens, nominated for their groundbreaking and ground-shaking work with Euphoria, were ecstatic. This was their chance to prove that their success was no fluke, that they deserved to be recognized alongside the giants of the perfume world. Unbeknownst to them, the Baron was lurking in the shadows, ready to strike. Chapter 5: The Perfume Oscars. The night of the Perfume Oscars arrived, and the Chin family, dressed to the nines and radiating excitement and a faint hint of euphoria, made their grand entrance. The paparazzi swarmed, flashbulbs popped, and the air crackled with anticipation. Lily, ever the composed CEO, gracefully navigated the red carpet, fielding questions from reporters with practiced ease. Grandma Mei Ling, however, took a more direct approach, charming some reporters with her wit and startling others with her unsolicited demonstrations of heavenly breeze. The twins, meanwhile, were having a field day, giggling uncontrollably as they posed for photos and surreptitiously released tiny puffs of euphoria into the crowd. Inside the opulent ballroom, the tension was palpable. The who's who of the perfume world were gathered, their noses held high, their expressions a mixture of anticipation and disdain. The Chens, with their unconventional approach to perfume creation, were seen as interlopers, a family of upstarts who had dared to challenge the established order. As the ceremony progressed, the awards were handed out, one by one. The Chens watched, their hopes rising with each announcement, their hearts pounding in their chests. Finally, the moment they had all been waiting for arrived, the award for Fragrance of the Year. The presenter, a renowned perfume critic with a nose that could detect a single drop of jasmine in a swimming pool full of sewage, opened the envelope. A hush fell over the crowd. And the winner is... He paused, drawing out the suspense, Euphoria, by... But before he could finish, a commotion erupted at the back of the ballroom. Screams and shouts filled the air, followed by a wave of, "Was that rotten eggs?" A noxious cloud, thick and putrid, began to spread through the room, overwhelming the delicate sense of the assembled perfumers. Chaos ensued. Guests coughed and sputtered, clutching their noses in disgust. The presenter, overcome by the stench, fainted on stage. The Baron, his face contorted in a mask of malicious glee, emerged from the cloud, a gas mask strapped over his face. It seems, he boomed, his voice amplified by a hidden microphone, that the Chen's true colors have been revealed. Their so-called euphoria is nothing but a cheap imitation, a fraud, But before he could finish his tirade, Grandma Mei Ling, her eyes blazing with fury, stepped forward. "Hold your tongue, you reeking scoundrel," she bellowed, her voice cutting through the chaos. "That stench is no creation of ours. We Chens may be known for our unique testing methods, but we would never unleash such a foul odor upon the world." She pointed an accusing finger at the Baron. "It is you, Baron von Stinkhausen, who is responsible for this olfactory assault. You, who are jealous of our success, have resorted to such underhanded tactics. Shame on you." The crowd, initially stunned by the stench, began to murmur in agreement. They had witnessed the Baron's jealousy and his disdain for the Chens. Could he have stooped so low as to sabotage their moment of triumph? The Baron, realizing that his plan had backfired, sputtered and stammered, trying to deny his involvement. But the evidence, or rather, the stench, was all around them. Security guards, summoned by the commotion, descended upon the Baron, apprehending him and escorting him out of the ballroom, his protests and denials drowned out by the wave of disgusted murmurs from the crowd. As the stench dissipated, the presenter, revived by a generous dose of smelling salts, returned to the stage. "Well," he said, with a weak smile that was unexpected. "But I believe we have a winner to announce. The Perfume Oscar for Fragrance of the Year goes to Euphoria by the Chen family." The ballroom erupted in applause. The Chens, vindicated and triumphant, took to the stage to accept their award. Lily, her eyes shining with tears of joy, addressed the crowd. "Thank you," she said, her voice trembling with emotion. "We are honored to receive this award. And we want to assure everyone that, despite what just transpired, we are committed to creating fragrances that bring joy, not disgust, to the world." Grandma Mei Ling, ever the showman, stepped forward and added, "And we promise, from now on, we'll keep our testing to ourselves." The crowd roared with laughter and applause, their appreciation for the Chen's humor and resilience echoing through the ballroom. The Chens had once again turned a potential disaster into a triumph. Their unique brand of humor, authenticity, and, yes, even their farts, had won over the hearts and noses of the perfume world. Chapter 6: A Fragrant Future. In the aftermath of the Perfume Oscars, the Chen family's fame reached new heights. Euphoria became a global phenomenon, selling out in stores worldwide. The Chens, once seen as a novelty act, were now recognized as true innovators in the world of perfumery. They continued to push the boundaries, creating new and exciting fragrances, each one tested, of course, in their own unique way. They embraced their fame, using their platform to promote body positivity, self-acceptance, and, of course, the power of laughter. The Baron von Stinkhausen, his reputation in tatters, disappeared from the public eye. Some say he retreated to a remote island, surrounded by his failed concoctions, forever plotting his revenge. Others say he changed his name and started a new life as a garlic farmer. As for the Chen family, they continued to live their lives, filled with love, laughter, and the occasional fragrant eruption. They had learned that embracing their individuality, even the parts that others might find embarrassing, was the key to their success. And they knew, deep down, that their story was far from over. There were many more fragrant adventures to be had, many more scents to be discovered, and many more laughs to be shared. The Chen family saga was just beginning. The end, for now.